Hey you, it's your friend Jules, and I'm just going to be doing my thoughts video on Tuesday night's episode of Married at First Sight. So, Tuesday night's episode was the end of the dates that each of the couples went on. The couple's dates were planned by the male in the relationship. Well, that's what the show wants us to think. And yeah, I'll just go through them quickly one by one. It's not going to be a long video. So Andy and Vanessa, I don't think anything overly worth mentioning happened. They went skydiving, they had a good time, that's how they connect. And yeah, that was it pretty much. And then we'll go on to Susan and Sean. So Susan and Sean went on a horse ride. I don't know if that was the best idea. I was thinking the whole way through the show, like if Susan fell off the horse, that would be just the worst thing ever because she already doesn't want to be going to the country. But anyways, that's what they did. And then after that, they went to this sort of just random place in the middle of nowhere on the farm or wherever they were that had this whole table with spread of food set up. And then Susan sort of said thanks to Sean, like as in suggested that he set it all up. Like I can't believe he set all that up. I was like, is she actually saying that she thinks that he set all that up? Like a table and platter of food, fruits, all kinds of stuff. And then went back, took her on a horse ride while that food was just sitting there that he had taken there by himself. I mean, I'm going to go with the fact that she was just saying thanks because he thought of the date and organised it. Though I feel like, especially in this episode, it has become so obvious that the contestants, well, they're actually, couples, but I feel like it's more like a game show now. The psychologists, I feel like, have made it hard as possible for any couple to last because it's more dramatic, it's more entertaining, it'll get more views than however many 10 couples just, living happy, hunky-dory, getting married, having kids. That's not, people want drama. Jeez. And, yeah, I feel like it's pretty much like 90% set up at this point. So anyway, Susan and Sean have their little date and dinner and it all seems to go well as per usual. Both of them avoiding the issue of them living in totally different environments. But anyway, so yeah, that just seems so staged. Did he think of it? I don't, maybe. The whole situation seemed unlikely. And then we're going to move on to Jesse and Michelle. So the whole time Jesse and Michelle, imagine this, that all the contestants or couples or whatever you want to call them are actually paid actors. Can you imagine? Anyway, so Jesse and Michelle went on their little boat ride and wore their little captain's hats. And then afterwards, even though Michelle was making it apparently clear she has no feelings towards Jesse, they're sitting on the beach in a little secluded spot. And he wrote her a letter. I mean, cute, yes. Did he think of it? I don't know. Jesse seems a bit naive to the whole situation. I don't know if he would think of doing that. I don't think it's gonna, he hasn't realized that Michelle's not interested in him, but, he thinks that a letter is the right thing to do. I don't really know. It just seems so staged. It just seemed too romantic, too cute. I thought it was cute, obviously, but it just seems so staged. I think so much is staged in that show. I think they need to keep it real or, just pay actors and make it a, sitcom, whatever. Anyway, so then we're going to go on to Anthony and Nadia. Now, they were having dinner somewhere. It wasn't anything too extravagant or ridiculous or whatever, and they're having a conversation. So throughout the whole series, Anthony has said that he works in a niche occupation as a horse race announcer. What is the correct word for that? I don't know. Let me know if you know in the comments below. And, it'll be too impossible pretty much for him to move, so it's in Nadia's court. So it's all the pressure of their relationship lasting or not lasting is on the shoulders of Nadia. Fair? I don't think so. Planned by the psychologists? You decide. Anyways, so, yeah, so they're sitting there at dinner or whatever and having a discussion, and he's like, if it was me, the prospect of picking up all my bags and moving isn't such a daunting one. Yet he said the whole time he can't do it because it is too daunting and impossible. But he's saying it as in she shouldn't have a big problem with it. It should be just an easy decision. She should do it like that. Really? The whole time you said that you can't because it's too hard to do, because it's impossible, because blah, blah, blah. But you want her to pick up her stuff and just move like that. Firstly, I think that if the location was the only issue these couples had, it'd be so much easier to say, yeah, I'll just move. But it's not. That's not their issues. That's a good, like an easy scapegoat for any other issue. But they have a lot of issues. And, you know, I mean, the psychologist did not choose one couple in the same state, not the same city, not the same, you know, general area, not in the same state, and some of them not even in a similar environment, city to farm. Do you think they chose it just to keep their everyone on sort of rocky situation, to keep it drama filled? You know, I know what my answer is. I think I made it pretty obvious. Anyway, so after we move away from Anthony and Nadia, not gonna last, we're gonna go on to Sharon and Nick. So Nick goes on a little, I think they went on a picnic, him and Sharon, and, you know, they have conversation, and he like does this speech of how he really cares for her and blah, 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 you know, and then he takes her to a lookout point in Darling Harbour, where you can see the Harbour Bridge, you can see Luna Park, you can see everything, like perfect spot, no other people around, not a single person. Oh, did he plan that? Really? He thought of that. He doesn't even live in Sydney. He found that place by himself, made sure no one else was there to have this perfect little picnic with Sharon. Come on, seriously? I don't think so. This show is way too staged. It's just ridiculous. And then, so, okay, if that isn't enough, he then has a gift for her. So what is this gift that he has for her? He has purchased a little scrapbook, okay? Aren't they spending like 24 hours a day at this point in the show together? But yet he's found time to get away from her, thought of an idea to get a scrapbook, found this you know, perfectly sized scrapbook that fits one photo in it where you can have a sweet little note. Got these photos printed out, glued these photos into this book, wrote little sweet nothings into the book, only wrote in half the book because the other half is for their future relationship. So if they've had 6 weeks, does he think it's another 6 weeks only? Anyways, seriously, and not only has he got this scrapbook, printed out the photos, wrote sweet little messages, he's got a box, a nice little box that this scrapbook comes in. She's like, did you do this? I think she knows it's not even real, so she had to fake it. And yeah, she was having a bit of a hard time with it. Obviously, come on, really? I don't think so. That was so staged. Location, gift, you know, it just... Anyways, I think the whole show was a bit like ridiculous. The fact that everything seems so staged throughout the whole show just made it sort of a bit more difficult to watch. Don't get me wrong, I'll watch every episode. I comment on every episode, but I just think keep it real, you know what I mean? Anyways, that's my thoughts on that. And yeah, so Sunday they're gonna have a the next, I think, like a commitment ceremony again, and see who commits and all that. You know, I mean, oh my goodness, I miss Simon and Eleni. What did they even do? I feel like I've got a mental blank. Anyways, they are still my favorite couple. Initially I thought Eleni and Simon, Andy and Vanessa, and Sharon and Nick had a chance of making it. And the rest, no chance. But now Andy and Vanessa, he's just not, she wants a reassuring person. She wants a clear communicator in her partner. Andy is not that. Trust me, if you want to have a clear communicator as your partner and you have someone who is not, trying to get conversation or the words that you need to hear out of them and not getting it, even though she's trying so hard, is probably like stressing her majorly. I just think that they're going into my pile of not gonna last. Eleni and Simon, Sharon and Nick, I feel like Nick, even though he said, you know, the whole stripper thing was an issue, that just his childish behaviour is going to become an issue, and I think maybe they'll finish the competition experiment together, but eventually they won't last. At Lady and Simon, I'm still going to give him a chance, 50% because I think they may have a chance, 50% because I'm hopeful because they're so cute together. Yeah, so that's just my thoughts. If you think differently to me, let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you would like to subscribe, I would appreciate it. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a good week so far, and I will see you in my next video on Sunday night's episode. Alright, take care. Bye.